What is up, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and thens? Welcome back to Death Ratio. I am your host, DJ Simfix, and I'm joined by new owner of a new PC. It is Garrick Bartholomew.
It's true. It's true. New PC, new camera, new angle of the room.
Yeah, different angles.
We'll
New
decide whether or
angles.
not this is going to stay this way. I don't hate the angle. Don't necessarily love it. Don't hate it. But that might change. We'll see.
Yeah.
But this is current. This is the new setup currently. Been enjoying some new games on the PC. Pre-ordered the new World of Warcraft expansion. Got leveling up a new character in that right now.
Oh, heck yeah.
Also playing another game that I've had in my Steam library for a couple years now called Rip Out that I was just never really able to play, and I'm able to play now and actually thoroughly enjoy. And that's just like what if Dead Space was a first person like co-op shooter instead? It has like procedurally generated levels and you fight mutants on derelict spaceships, that type of thing. But yeah, just been getting some games in. I've got all of the quote unquote friend swap games installed because I love those.
Hell yeah.
But maybe I just have friends and so I can enjoy those properly. They're not slop to me because I have friends to enjoy them with.
Yeah, real. That's real. That's real spill. Can't do the sound right now. I don't have it ready. But yeah, man, that sounds sick, man. I'm glad that you finally got it in. We've been like talking about this for like a whole year.
Well, yeah, years.
For
And we
years.
got it in time for GK Fest next week. And we're gonna do some. I think RV there yet is what we're gonna be streaming. We're gonna be doing some live stream stuff.
Hell
So
yeah.
pretty excited. Pretty excited.
Yeah, sounds sick. Sounds sick. Well, it's really cool that we're talking about games because we're talking about games from the gaming podcast and are they back? And much, much more because this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio where we're slashing through the podcast space to be your source for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you want to get ahead of the curve, you can head on over to our patreon.com/goodkrakenpods where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services, wherever you like to watch or listen. You can also help us level up our game by joining the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below. Then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching for Death Ratio and leaving a review there.
Yeah, do that.
Garrick,
What's up?
we got some critical hits. Critical.
You sure do.
Check out goodkraken.com, our merchandise and latest episodes. As well as GK Fest is coming, so be prepared. GK Fest. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big one. For 2026. We also have Songs from the Abyss, our D&D campaign featuring me, Devin. It's just me and Devin. Our characters just kissing. With Ernell as the dungeon master and the rest of GK, and episode 30 is out. Small Forest, Big Problems out now, all platforms, and YouTube.
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube.
We also have episode 205 of the Shipwreck Show that's out now. We talk about books and
this is wee shit. I talked about books.
Yeah, it was just Garrick talking about books.
I just ramble on exclusively about various novels for 90 minutes. No, we had a good conversation though.
Yeah, it was really cool. No 20K films last week, had to cancel, but there should be some this week, so be on the lookout, my 20,000 Films fans.
Yeah, this week they're talking franchises and films that they would like to see get remade.
Yeah, potential for remaking. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
Garrick, what we
yeah.
got going on next, man?
Uh, I believe, if memory serves, that we are lining up the video games at home, or right now, for the folks
Yeah,
at home. They're coming up in the next week.
lining up the video games at home.
Well, on
Yeah,
site, if you will.
yeah, no,
Lining
for
up
sure.
lining up those video games releasing, in our line of sight.
In our line of sight, we got
Yeah.
games releasing starting today, today's recording, which is February 17th, to the day before next recording, which is Monday, February 23rd. So we're going to use
Yeah.
Game Informer. Shout out Game Informer. They got the list of releases coming out. Starting with Aerial Knights Drop Shots coming to current gen, last gen, and PC. Um, we have Avowed coming to PlayStation 5. Was
I
exclusively
actually, like, literally bought that just
yeah,
now on, like, via the PlayStation app.
it was exclusively a PS no, an Xbox and PC exclusive, and now it is on PlayStation 5. We have Forgotlings for the PC February 17th still. We also have Subnautica,
17th releases.
yeah, Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero releasing for Switch 2 today as well. We also have Under the Island for current gen, last gen, Switch and PC.
I just had somebody send me a link to that. This looks very
Really?
much in the looks very much in the vein of like a Legend of Zelda sort of like experience,
Mm.
like the old 2D Legend of Zelda games.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Heck yeah, heck
Think you
yeah.
have a hockey stick as a weapon?
Yeah, I just look at the cover. It's a hockey stick. Um, yeah, wraps up for February 17th. We're gonna move into Wednesday, February 18th. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown comes out for current gen Switch 2 and PC. And that wraps up for February 18th. Now we move to Thursday, February 19th. We have Death Howl coming for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch. Demon
That's a cool name. What
Tides.
is that?
Yeah, Death Howl, maybe a furry game. Oh no, it looks like
It looks
this
like a
art style
story
looks like
driven.
yeah,
Looks like Neva.
a little bit.
It is a it's a deck building game. Open
Oh
world deck
nice.
building.
Shout out to that one. We
Interesting.
have Love Eternal for current gen PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. We also have Paranorma Sight, The Mermaid's Curse for Switch 2, Switch, PC, iOS, and Android. And
Huh.
we have Styx, Blades of Greed coming
That fucking
to.
franchise is still going. Do you know?
I
Are
think
you
this. I
familiar with
think this is a
Styx?
remaster. This has to be a remaster.
Let's see.
I don't know, or it could be. It could not be. Who knows? Yeah, I didn't know that
You said
franchise is still going.
Blades of Greed.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow. Nope. A third game titled
Oh man.
uh Blades of Greed. That's crazy.
Yeah, that really is crazy. That wraps up for February 19th, Thursday. We move to. We're skipping Friday, or actually no, we're going straight into Friday, February 20th, with Balladins. Balladins coming from for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Switch. Balladins.
That is a choose your own adventure game.
Oh, sick.
With like a really adorable art style. It's supposed to be it's designed after like tabletop experiences.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's supposed to be like cozy Baldur's Gate 3.
I see. Next up, we got Wise X, Proud Nordics, or Ease X, or Yis X, or Yis 10, is 10.
Yeast Origins. Yep, Yeast
Or
X is that one. It's called Yeast. Yeast.
Yeast, okay.
Yes,
Yeast X, Proud
I'm familiar.
Nordics.
I've played some of the older games.
Um, for PlayStation 5, Switch 2, and PC. And that wraps up for February 20th. And we're going to skip the whole weekend till we get to Monday, which release of Rainbow Six Mobile. Rainbow Six
Cool.
Mobile. Yeah, I saw gameplay for that, and I was like, wow, I didn't know you could do half of that on a mobile device. Um,
Mobile gaming dude, it gets more popular all the time.
yeah, man. I wonder if it's gonna take off like PUBG Mobile or something like that,
I know
or
COD
what's it? Bang
Mobile
Bang
is fairly
Legends. I don't fucking
popular.
know.
So is
Um,
Fortnite Mobile.
well, that wraps up for the releases from February 17th to February
I
23rd.
mean, that's it. That's it.
Shout out,
Sorted.
shout out to Game Informer. That's GameInformer.com slash 2026. So
Yep.
shout out to Game
Their
Informer.
release schedule. We're about to shout out to them again too because they had the best list
Yeah,
for our
yeah, yeah.
next topic.
But before that, what should the people expect next, Garrick?
Oh yes, of course. Friends, sometimes we have discussions of happenings in between. And you want to know what? There is actually a ton of happenings, which we'll have to discuss probably next week. Because holy shit, there's some weird things happening in the gaming world right now. But we also had our first big announcement slate for the year, and we're going to talk about it tonight during the end game.
The end game. That's right. End game is our headlining segment where we talk about either game reviews or big news. And today we're talking about the PlayStation State of Play recap. This is from Game Informer. Shout out Game Informer. And the article is written by Alex Van Aken. Shout out to Alex Van Aken for setting this up, putting in chronological order, and giving us brief
Thank
detail
God.
on each
And
title,
everything, all announcements, not just the major
all the
ones.
announcements. So shout out to Alex Van Aken.
Do you wanna alternate, switch halfway through?
Let's do alternate. You know what I'm saying? Let's
All right,
alternate.
all right,
You wanna go
all right.
first? You wanna go first?
Absolutely. I'll kick us off. So yeah, this is for the February 2026 State of Play. Uh, Lots of major announcements, more announcements than we get from a typical Q1 State of Play. Starting off with, of course, a massive announcement: the sequel to Kena Bridge of Spirits. Kena Scars of Cosmora has been announced with a 2026 release date, coming to PlayStation and PC. Developer Ember Lab, helmed by the Greer brothers, announced a sequel to its 3D action platformer, Kena Bridge of Spirits, during today's PlayStation State of Play. Kena Scars of Cosmora follows an older, more experienced Kena who now helps living people as a spirit guide, equipped with a new staff and her fox like companion, which seemingly evolves into a mount later in the adventure. Uh, Fuck yeah, brother! I adored Kena. I played it on PC. Didn't get to play it on PlayStation because they didn't have a PlayStation 5 when it launched. But this was a fantastic game. It was essentially like, what if like just an amalgamation of several Asian cultures were like
Mm-hmm.
smashed together into a Pixar Legend of Zelda like experience. Um, and it was the art style is beautiful. The heart of the story in the first game was very, very good. Um, and it had great gameplay. I can't. This looks like it's a complete evolution of the franchise, which looks like it might even be open world. I'm really excited.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, even when we saw the first game, it looked really sick. But now that
Hmm.
I'm glad that it's getting a sequel. I don't think anyone. I don't even know if people ask for it. You know, if that makes sense. Like not in like a malicious way. Like I mean it like they
Yeah,
thought
I don't.
that game was done. Like
We weren't
it was a cool
necessarily expecting
experience.
a sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
like
weren't
I
expecting
don't.
a
This
franchise to
was
be born from this.
Yeah, this was like these guys are technically an indie developer. Like this game got released, I believe, the launch year of the PlayStation 5. It was one of those like initial launch year titles.
Hmm.
So it's been some time. So with getting an announcement that we weren't expecting, especially from a game that was very well received as this was, is big time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, but next up, right after that, we got the Ghost of Yotei Legends release date trailer. This is the Legends mode, following the first Ghost of Tsushima game, is the co-op kind of PvE experience, um, for the Ghost series, kind of a multiplayer thing, for the game. This is coming out March 10th for PS5. Uh, Coming alongside patch 1.5, Ghost of Yotei Legends is a 4-player online cooperative multiplayer mode featuring 4 playable classes, and they team up to defeat the demonic Yotei 6. So adds another layer to the
Yeah,
game.
Legends was well received in the first title. I always wanted to play it and never got around to actually doing it just because I didn't have anybody to play it with particularly, but I should probably get in on this. I still need to get Ghost of Yotei actually.
Hmm. Yeah, I still need to finish the first game.
So fucking good. So good.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Our next announcement, it's happening a little sooner rather than later this time. We've got Death Stranding 2 on the beach is coming to PC. This has a PC release date of March 19th. Kojima Productions is bringing Death Stranding 2 to PC less than a year after releasing the esteemed sequel on PlayStation 5. The port includes quality of life improvements such as unlocked frame rates, ultra wide support, DualSense controller support, upscaling, and frame generation. So yeah, Sony is taking some notes from people that are noticing that hey, PC players want to play their games sooner rather than later. I'm glad that it that we're turning this around more and more.
Fuck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, I love the turnaround for console to PC. You know what I'm saying? I think it's good to have these. And usually these games come in pretty optimized, so um,
Yes,
that's really cool. Next up, shown we got a game from Bad Robot Games,
dude, I'm
and
so
they
excited.
share gameplay for this title that we saw. I don't know if we saw it at the Game Awards last year
Game Awards,
or
yes.
Game Awards. Okay, I thought we saw it maybe in a showcase before, but it's called For Loop, for
Yep.
colon loop. Game director Mike Booth showcases several emergent systems present in the upcoming cooperative shooter. The gameplay overview ends with a call for interested parties to sign up for playtesting. So, no release date just yet, but playtest coming soon.
It looks the gameplay looks super duper juicy. I'm really excited. I love co-op experiences like this. I look forward and look to getting these kinds of games. Uh this the gameplay looked really interesting. It's like a sci-fi shooter. You're basically it's got a lot of roguelite mechanics. I think this is going to be a great game. I'm really hoping that it generates enough interest amongst the other like GK dudes that we can all play this.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Looks like a great splash image game. Like alongside like maybe Toxic Commando whenever that, you know.
Oh, dude, Toxic Commando comes out next month. Been keeping an eye on that, and I'm super excited for
Oh
that
yeah.
release.
L to the yeah.
Uh, Speaking of releases, we have a demo available for a highly anticipated upcoming game. A Pragmata demo is available now. It's also got its release date of April 24th. That's coming to PlayStation 5, Series XS, Switch 2, and PC, shown off here at State of Play. Kicking off a series of Capcom trailers, we got an extended look at Pragmata's otherworldly rendition of New York City, as a quiet piano notes accompanied a heartfelt conversation between joint protagonists Diana and Hugh. The new trailer ends with the reveal of a Pragmata gameplay demo available now across the game's various launch platforms. Uh, I felt validated when I watched the trailer for this, my friend. The gameplay looks great. I think that Capcom's got. I think they've got a new franchise on their hand potentially with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks very, very sick, dude. I was like, holy, this trailer is fucking awesome. I mean, the more we see about this game, the more I'm like, okay, this is sick. I mean, like
Yeah,
even
it's
like
definitely one of
years
those ones where
ago.
you're just like, it's new. It looks like it could go either way.
Yeah, but I'm excited for this game. Hopefully, it is actually good.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, I wanted to bang. I'll probably pick. I'm a fan of Capcom. So I'll probably give this a try.
Heck yeah. Speaking of something I'd give a try, Leon returns to the Raccoon City Police Department, RCPD, in Resident Evil Requiem. This game, Resident Evil 9, is coming out February 27th to current gen
Mm-hmm.
consoles and PC and Switch 2. I don't know how that shit's gonna run on Switch 2, but we're gonna figure that out. But yet
Yeah.
another Resident Evil Requiem trailer showcases the upcoming first person slash third person horror action game featuring Leon S. Kennedy and newcomer Grace Ashcroft. However, the trailer ends as Leon visits a dilapidated Raccoon City Police Department many years after the events of Resident Evil 2.
I will give this to Capcom. They give their Resident Evil characters the most main character ass motherfucking names, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Leon S. Kennedy, Grace Ashcroft, Chris Redfield, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I wonder
everybody's got
what
like the
name
most.
generator do they got cooking over there?
Like,
Where
who the
they're
fuck
like,
is naming these characters, dude? They're the most like I am him, I
yeah,
am her ass fucking character names. Like we get it, you have aura.
Jill Valentine, like you know what I'm
Yeah, dude, come
saying,
on.
like
Like,
Sheva, or Shiva, like I think that's sick.
right? Like
Albert
just
Wesker,
everybody's got the fucking
like that.
the fucking the hardest names, dude. Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play RE9? Are you a Resident Evil guy?
I don't know, man. I'm not too big on it, but then again, I haven't played like the remakes or
That's
the
fair.
only time I played Resident Evil was I actually did play through Resident Evil 5 all the way through co-op. But I
Oh,
did not get
the most hated Resident Evil game.
no Resident Evil 6 was the most hated. That game is ass. I tried giving that a shot. That game is ass. That I think that's the worst game in the series. But
People just really hated the AI
that's why we played
in
co-op.
in Resident Evil 5. Like if you didn't have a friend to play it with, it was garbage.
Yeah, having Sheva to do anything for you was not great. Um, but yeah, co-op
Yeah,
it
see,
was
because
fun.
like for me, Resident Evil's not like it's not my biggest franchise. Like
Hmm.
I like the last time I think I played was 4. Like I haven't played Biohazard or Village or any of like the remakes. Um they're cool franchises. I don't know. They just never resonated with me like a ton personally as a player. But I mean obviously like we're 9 titles in, so they're the people want the Resident Evil. We just don't need any more Resident Evils made by that fucking asshat.
Mm.
No
Yeah,
more movies. No more movies because
yeah,
it just stains the franchise's name.
yeah. No, true, 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 true. Um, yes, sir. what we got next up? Next up on the list.
Our next announcement, we have a remaster coming your way, folks. Legacy of Kain Defiance remastered announced. That's going to be releasing on March 3rd on current and last gen consoles, as well as Switch 1 and 2. I like how that's like its own category because it's existed across multiple console generations.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then, of course, PC. The final chapter of the Soul Reaver saga, first released in 2003, Jesus Christ, is coming via Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered. The remaster features new character skins, lost levels, and a photo mode. The Legacy of Kain series is also getting a new 2D action game, apparently. Uh, I love Legacy of Kain. Was one of the, I mean, vampire shit, man. This along with Castlevania, these were your offerings for vampires stuff back
Mm-hmm.
in the day.
Yeah.
Or Blood Rain. You had Blood Rain
Oh
also,
yeah,
but I think there was
Bloodborne.
only like two or three of those.
I remember those, man. I remember those. Um,
Yeah, decent announcement. Decent announcement. But what do we got
decent.
next?
We got strategy RPG Brigadine Abyss announced. This is coming out this year. No specific date. Coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, and PC. This is the next installment of the Happening Strategy RPG series. Brigadine Abyss is coming later this year with over 100 unit classes and 6 main storylines to conquer. That sounds
It's
pretty.
fucking this is very Fire Emblem coded.
I see.
It's a very Fire Emblem coded game.
So Fire
Like
Emblem
it's
for PlayStation.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, it's just like what if Fire Emblem wasn't locked down to fucking Nintendo only. Brigantine is the answer to that.
Yeah, yeah. What we got next, man? More big news.
Next, we got Dead or Alive 6 Last Round. It's coming to PlayStation 5 with a release date of June 25th, coming to PlayStation 5, Series XS, and PC. Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja have released are releasing Dead or Alive 6 on PlayStation 5 and other platforms. The updated version, titled Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, features the game's various DLC characters and an improved photo mode. Koei Tecmo announced new characters and costumes are arriving in future updates, and there's a free to play version of Dead or Alive 6 available at launch for curious players. Finally, the announcement concludes with the news of another Dead or Alive game in development for PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, man! This is some big news. Uh, this franchise is not dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Considering the name.
honestly the fact that Dead or Alive is still kicking is kind of nuts.
Yeah, no, I mean it's looking good for fighting game fans of all genres of fighting games, subgenres of fighting games, because it is it's really cool to see another 3D fighter come back along with Virtual Fighter 6 coming
Oh
in
yeah.
later this year as well. So this with the revival of this like kind of remastered version, hopefully that comes with balance. Because that's the only reason why people don't play Dead or Alive 6 at all is because it's a horribly balanced game. Like horribly.
Just not not a very balanced fighter.
No, people would rather play like the older Dead or Alive games than
Okay.
6. Even though like the 6 introduced some cooler stuff, but it just wasn't like it just nothing really ever got fixed with that game. So hopefully this update along with like this next gen like patch, maybe it comes with some updates to the game. Hopefully gets more people more excited. I wonder when it says this game is in development. So who knows when we're gonna see this next Dead or Alive game. It's definitely interesting because the PlayStation 5 is like almost towards like a few years off from its like the end of its life cycle. I would say like 2. So
Yeah.
this might be like it's either going to be at the end of this console's generation life or it might come
Cross
out like
release.
maybe beginning of next year. Um
Yeah.
really knows. But this is really exciting. A lot of people, it's good to have because um we need more 3D fighters. The only 3D fighters that exist that are popular, it's literally just Tekken. So until Virtual Fighter 6 comes out, Tekken has no competition, and until this new Dead or Alive game comes out, it's not like we won't have like a full trilogy to go back to. And Soul Calibur is not coming back, unfortunately,
No. Yeah,
to the dismay of
Soul
Devin.
Calibur
But
Soul Calibur's done. Yeah, I think our only holdout is that new fighting game in development by the old Killer Instinct team.
Invisible Versus, that's a 2D fighter.
Oh, that is 2D, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 2D fighter. So that game, Marvel took on, and Avatar Fighting Legends, those are all 2D.
Is Street Fighter 6 3D or 2D?
It's 2D. It has 3D, like technically like 3D renders. Like 3D refers to the space.
Right, right.
Yeah. So it's 2D is
I
just like
wasn't I wasn't sure I wasn't sure if I thought maybe they switched to 3D and with Street Fighter 6. I
no,
wasn't sure
they
if it
would
was still
never. Genuinely, they would never.
just single play.
Genuinely, they would never do that. If they want to sell anything, they would never do that.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, because like once a fighting game like establishes itself as like a certain fighter, changing what it is, literally just like that kills your fan base like immediately. Immediately, unless it's like a spin-off, you cannot make that work as a mainline game. Like there's Tekken X Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which was Tekken characters in the Street Fighter mode, like adapted to like the 2D space. But that was like
Mhm.
a spin-off, non-canon, like.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's not like
Hmm.
you can do like with Helldivers. You can't just change it up on
Right,
you.
you can't just switch perspectives
Yeah,
and
like fighting
expect it to be
games are
successful.
very like binary in terms of like what they can really be. Like if you establish yourself as a 2D fighter, that's people enjoy fighting in that 2D space. Like there's no because um like there can be like some overlap in terms of like characters, like there's like Kuma in like Tekken 7. But to adapt like everything from 2D to 3D or like 3D to 2D, it takes like a long time. It just be weird. It just be very weird because a lot of
Gotcha.
people go off of legacy. Like cuz you could technically play Street Fighter like Alpha 3 and like be like know how to play Street Fighter 6 if you haven't played like any title in between. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Gotcha.
like the formula doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily change between games. So
The
you can pick it
visuals
up
might
whenever.
change, but, like, the way the
Yeah.
game behaves is still
Yeah, like you
the
might need
same.
to learn like a new mechanic, but you wouldn't have to learn a new game if that makes sense. Like you wouldn't
Right.
like same thing
Yeah,
with,
same
but it
thing with
mostly
Mortal
applies to
Kombat.
Tekken. Like if you play Tekken 3 or Tekken 4 onward, or like you just play Tekken 4 or 5 and you try to play like Tekken 7 or 8, then you'd be like, oh, okay, I know what these buttons do
I
these
got
things,
this.
and I know I can sidestep. I know I can like hold down back to duck low. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So unfortunately, you will never get that type of game unless I don't know, like it. Yeah, I don't think it's
Gotcha.
ever possible. Um,
Fair enough.
yeah. Enough of my or more of my blabbering, because next up we got Remedy showing off Control Resonant gameplay. Um, Releasing this
So
year
I
for next
my
gen
most
and
my most
PC,
anticipated game,
or
dude.
not next gen, current gen. Yeah, dude. In a new gameplay reveal trailer, developer Remedy Entertainment showcases Dylan Faden's traversal powers as the protagonist runs across the sides of buildings in an alternate version of Manhattan. The folding cityscape is reminiscent of strange but gripping scenes from movies like Inception or Doctor Strange. Yeah, it was really trippy. This was we were predicting what the game was gonna be. Did they show gameplay in the reveal for this game like last year?
Like,
I don't think
a
they did, like
teeny,
the
teeny, tiny
tiniest
bit,
bit.
like, it was
Yeah,
snippets.
like the tiniest snippet
Right
at
at
the
the end
end.
of the trailer. Yep.
And we were all speculating, oh, this kind of like feels like prototype. Like it would be really sick, like prototype, like clone-esque game. And the gameplay trailer kind of
Dude, it
confirms
looks
that.
fucking rad. It
It
looks
looks
like it's gonna
rad
be
as shit, man.
prototype coded as fuck. Like Dylan's gonna be a very obviously powerful protagonist. Like you're going
Mhm.
to be traversing an open world yet very strange version of Manhattan. And I'm so excited for this game. I need to get through Alan Wake uh and some of the other stuff because I've played Control, and but I know like the franchises are kind of a little bit interweaving.
Mhm.
Uh, God, I'm so excited for this game. I really hope that they manage to nail the 2026 release date. And that it doesn't get delayed. If it does, I understand that that shit happens, and I would rather a delayed game than a bad game. But this is so much more exciting to me than even the original Control, which already had a great concept.
Hmm. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Excited, man.
Speaking of some fun concepts, though, we do have a co-op action RPG, Crimson Moon, that has been announced. That's going to be releasing fall 2026 for PlayStation 5, Series XS, and PC. Uh, this is like it looks interesting. It's like a third person. It looks like almost like a third person roguelite dungeon crawler type deal. But Heavy Metal plays as a disembodied voice, speaks to the half human, half angel protagonists in the announcement trailer for Crimson Moon, a new cooperative action RPG set to release later this year. The video shows two characters fighting skeleton armies in decadent cathedrals and all manner of dark fantasy locales. Uh, it I don't know if this is supposed to be like a night rain light sort of experience or sort right,
Yeah.
or if it's just like an actual like it's just a full like ARPG, like an action RPG that just happens to be co-op by like design.
Yeah. I thought it was New World. I was like, no way they're bringing this game back. It's the
Yeah, dude,
vibes
No
it
World
gives
is dead
me.
as fuck. But like, yeah, the art style is definitely in line with that. This is definitely giving very double A vibes. Like, it's not giving triple A trailer by any means. Um, Level design looks like it's interesting, but I don't know. I would like to see more from this before I decide if it's something I have any interest in playing.
Mhm. I need to see a little bit more because it's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting uh to look at. I wonder what the dynamic of the gameplay loop is because I think
Mhm.
it'd be really cool to play if I think what I or it is what I think it is, you know.
Yeah, it could be a great like two-player experience. If it has good game, it's got a good gameplay loop.
Hmm. For sure ski, for sure ski. Uh, right after that, we got another look at Beast of Reincarnation.
Oh shit, yeah, we did.
We got an August 4th release date for current gen and PC. This is Game Freak's upcoming action game. Impresses again in a new trailer showcased during today's state of play. The video showcases breakneck combat sequences and massive bosses that fill the area with deadly flora and fauna. This could be like Neo or Devil May Cry meets Monster Hunter esque. You know what I'm saying? Looks
I'm
very.
definitely getting like some Devil May Cry, Monster Hunter sort of
Mhm.
vibes. God, I'm so excited about this game. I want it to be successful, mostly because I really want Game Freak to just release a title and be like, "Look, we swear to God, we're capable of releasing a good product. Nintendo is just holding us the fuck back."
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
and um, and I just God, I just want this to be successful, like to the point to where like it's actually kind of amazing that this game even exists. Game Freak has only ever done Pokemon. Ever. That's it. This is their first non fucking Pokemon title, dude.
Yeah. This is something looks like a passion project. Uh,
Unprecedented.
yeah. This is genuinely unprecedented. Um, yeah, really, really looking forward to this game. I think it might be it's gonna be banging. It's gonna be banging. It's definitely gonna be banging.
Hmm. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A smaller announcement, but still a cool announcement for fans of a long existing franchise. Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition releases tomorrow, and tomorrow was February 13th. So it's out now. Woo!
Woo!
That released February 13th for PlayStation 5, Series XS, Switch, and PC. Developer Digital Eclipse returns to lend its signature treatment to Ubisoft's Rayman series, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. This special edition features an interactive documentary and museum like elements and includes Rayman's 5 original versions. Explore the platforming mascot's histories digitally tomorrow, aka the 13th of February, or add it to your physical collection June 26th. Um, Shout out for them for doing physical releases, even if it is on a delay. I appreciate that. Legacy collections like these, and all games should release with physical mediums whenever possible.
Heck yeah. Heck to the yeah, man. Need the physical release. Let's bring that shit back. Bring that
Yep.
shit back. Or we just need like a new physical format. You know, maybe we gotta move away from discs or something.
Yeah, we need something to spice it up, and we need places to pre-order. We need places to pre-order our games to pick up those titles that are not fucking GameStop.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. Uh, Next we have Mina the Hollower gets a new demo. Not tomorrow, as the article says, but should be able to test it out now. But the
Yeah,
release is
that would have
spring.
also been the demos available as of the 13th. Also,
Yeah, so spring 2026 for current and last gen console, Switch 1 and 2 and PC. Um you can watch Game Informer's making of documentary directed and filmed by the person who wrote this article, Alex Van
Alex
Aken,
Van Aken.
on Me the Hollower while you wait for Yacht Club Games to release its upcoming Zelda like sometime this spring.
I'm fucking pumped for this release. I Shovel Knight was a beautiful homage to OG 2D platformers, and Mina the Hollower just looks like another one of those passion projects for those
Mhm.
same sort of 2D style Legend of Zelda games. I've actually drafted this on my fantasy critic for like the last 3 fucking years, and it's just not come out. So here's the hope.
Here's the hoping, man. Hey, if Silk Song can come out, anything can.
Yep.
Uh, man. All right. What we got next, man?
Next announcement, we have Nomada Studios Neva is getting a prologue DLC that's releasing
So,
on February 19th, just a couple days after the time of this recording. That's releasing on PlayStation 5, 4, Series XS, and Switch and PC. Swordwoman Alba and her young wolf cub Neva return in a new DLC titled Neva Prologue. Developer Nomada Studios introduces new mechanics and locations in the update, according to the reveal trailer. This is the game I desperately still need to play. I've heard it has a very heartfelt and profound story. I love the art style. This is very much a game up my alley. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I feel that. It'd be like that, honestly. Genuinely be like that. Yeah. I think,
This next announcement looks sick too, though.
yeah, dude. This one, I was like, whoa. This is Yako Shinobi Ops. This is coming to PlayStation 5 in 2027, so we won't see it this year. But this is Acquire and Shueisha Games revealed a new cooperative stealth game with an unexpected twist. An isometric camera, oh, with an unexpected twist, an isometric camera. Boom, full stop. Infiltrate a Japanese castle town as one of four ninjas, each with seemingly unique abilities while evading and or assassinating demonic looking guards. Alex Van Aken says this game looks cool as hell. That's how you know when the article
That's
writer is like, "This game
just
looks cool as hell."
cool as shit, man. Just straight up, just and honestly, he fucking Alex. We agree with you wholeheartedly. This was a surprise trailer for me. I was just like, oh, this looks fucking sick. There is a cooperative like stealth ninja game. I cannot for the fucking life of me remember what it's called right now. Co-op ninja game, literally co-op ninja game. That's not.
What did it look like?
It's dude, I can't. It has like a really. It had like sort of like a neon origami too.
Oh yeah, origami. Yeah,
Origami. Yeah.
origami. Yeah.
That had that was like it, but that was like a hyper stylized
Mm-hmm.
co-op ninja experience, and so we don't get these kinds of games very often. Not upset at the isometric camera. I'm super familiar and comfortable with those kinds of games. The level design and the characters all look super sick though. And I want to play this with some homies.
Yeah, the game looks it looks so dope. I was like, whoa, this game looks crazy.
I'm hoping it releases ultimately for more than just PlayStation 5. I feel like this would see a ton of success with some PC crossplay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's real. That is real.
Speaking of another game that I also personally thought looked cool as hell, Krafton announces Project Windless. So Krafton announces a video game adaptation of The Bird That Drinks Tears, a Korean novel about a rooster fighting off armies of zealots with its twin blades. Dude, this shit looks hype. You immediately get me when you've got the one versus many trope,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it looks like something not quite Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, dude.
Because that is like the only one versus many format like that's been successful in games. I don't know what sort of weird Korean demigod this chicken rooster dude is, but he looks badass. He's swole as fuck. The demonic spirit princess queen thing that he's up against in the trailer also looks sick. The gameplay looks badass. I want to play this game, dude. I want to play this game. Like fucking Fusrodan, bug gliding, fucking chopping everybody's heads off ass. It just looks like it's going to be just objectively good fun.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, to quote streamer I'm Dante, I need that white cock. So, um,
It looks so cool, dude.
yeah.
Just like I like that he's bigger than all of like the humans,
Yeah,
and
he's just
like you can
fucking going
tell he is
nuts.
like he
This
is
is what I
meant to fucking
wanted
just be
Wukong to be,
swinging.
dude. Black Myth Wukong. I wish it was like that. Like just Dynasty Warriors, you're just a fucking big ass, like anamorphic, you know what I'm saying? Like
Well, we
creature
got it.
thing. Yeah,
Project
we got it right
Project
here.
Windless, brother.
Hey man. Everyone's gonna get a white cock in their life. Best
Yeah,
believe,
dude,
dude.
gigantic white cock.
Yeah.
Project Windless is going to be a banger, man. Dude. I wonder if I wonder if there is a translated version of that novel that I could read.
Yeah, no. I hope maybe there possibly is if it's that popular.
Because like like the concept was interesting. Like if it's honestly, can we just talk about that? Like, it's actually becoming kind of normal for us to do book adaptations. Because I was talking just yesterday in Shipwreck. I was just like, oh yeah, you should play The Invincible, which is it's an adaptation of a novel. Like, I'm so glad that we're willing to adapt novels to video games and not just films, and that like people in charge of these sorts of projects are realizing that there's more than one format to adapt shit to, and sometimes the video game is the better medium, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really is. Like, let us interact rather than just watch with the story, and you might have something cool on your hands.
Yeah.
Because if this was released as like a CGI movie, I would have been like, this is probably gonna be like a
I'm
7
not trying
out
to
of
watch
10.
this big ass cock like just go crazy. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm saying? But
I
if I
get
get
to
to
be
play
big
as
ass
the big
fox
ass
swinging
cock,
swords.
yes, yeah.
Let's go, yeah, dude. Like, right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, different. It changes the game. Changes the game.
It changes the game fully. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Um, but yeah, man, that shit's fucking crazy. That shit looking crazy.
I know you and I are hype on this next one too. Actually,
Yeah, dude. Speaking of hype, man, the state of play, those are some cool releases that we were listing off, but it just kept getting better and better.
kept
As we
getting
got
better, dude.
Lucasfilm's debut Star Wars Galactic Racer gameplay. Man, I didn't think we'd see it so soon. Um, Release date this year to current gen and
Oh,
PC.
oh,
Uh,
oh.
Lucasfilms just debuted a second trailer for Star Wars Galactic Racer, this time showing off the various speeder bikes and pod racing vehicles we can expect to pilot in its upcoming racing game. And Alex Van Aken says, look at those crash physics. Those crash physics look sick. I agree, Alex.
Yes, they
And
do.
dude, and there's a story mode. It's like it looks like it's like every racing like game thing like I would want in a racing game. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of what
Dude,
racing games are
so
now.
stoked we're getting pods too. Like the fact that they
Dude,
ended it with just like Sebulba's like fucking like I was
yeah,
like,
no, dude,
yes,
because like
yes.
that's what we want. But I was saying like I think nowadays racing games have devolved into just like appealing to the
Dude,
racing the
they're
racing sim
arcade games,
crowd. We've
man.
lost all the arcade racing games that we have, and the last one they
Hmm.
whoever put it out was Need for Speed Unbound. People did not fuck with that. So or the
Yeah. So like
majority.
it's a dying breed of racers, dude. I
Yeah.
really hope that it's like a legitimate fleshed out story that like the campaign feels good. I hope that we get like to build a sensible racing
Yeah, if we
career.
get to build
Uh
a fucking pod or a race,
yeah, dude. Like
you know what I'm
and
saying, a
get like to
speeder,
actually
like
invest.
that'd be nuts.
I'll be big into that shit,
Or just
dude.
be able to customize it like in a satisfying way. I think that would
Yeah,
just like put it
give me
over
Need
the
for
top for
Speed
me.
Underground customization, right?
Yeah,
Like
dude, give me
fucking
or
like give me
like
that sub menu where Cantina band's playing in the background. Like
yeah,
I'm
give
editing
me
my car my pod
what
parts.
about just give me maybe like a managerial system, maybe I can like front for a team or a racer like a manager mode,
Any
or
betting mechanics?
give me like a team mode where like I'm racing for a team or a sponsor or like a faction. You know what I mean?
Dude, if
Like
there's
that would be fucking
crossplay
sick.
DJ, if there's
Yeah, dude.
crossplay
Dude, if
DJ,
there's crossplay, we
we
could
get
run a league. Oh my god.
we're running on a
Oh,
team, brother.
oh,
We're
dude, that'd be
racing on a
so
team,
sick.
brother. That'd be so
That'd be so
crazy.
sick. That'd be so
Oh my
sick.
god! Don't let us down. Don't let us down,
Dude, please,
Galactus
dude.
Racers.
I feel like we're
Don't let us
putting too
down,
much on this game.
bro.
If it's just a simple like racing, like what if it's just as simple as it was like back then? I would be disappointed. I won't lie, but I'd still be happy with
It's
it.
just another Star Wars Squadron
Look, man,
scenario,
dude,
but with
the mini games they got inside of what was that the Star Wars game that came out a few years ago?
oh
Uh,
yeah, dude. So when you're
Outlaws.
playing
In
Sabacc,
Outlaws, like this has to be fully fleshed out. They can't just go half-assed with this, man.
yeah, I really, dude. It looks like it's got more than just bare bones to it. Like the fact that we're getting a story mode,
Dude, the
is like you said,
cutscenes and
it's
like voices,
huge for
yeah,
racers.
it's huge, man, huge.
Fully
Um,
voiced cutscenes, yeah, man. This is gonna be big time for us race fans.
mhm. First racers, if you
All
will.
right. Uh,
Oh,
are moving on to our next announcement. We've got 007 First Light gets another trailer.
yeah,
This has got a May 27th release date coming to PlayStation 5, Series XS, Switch 2. I don't, dude. People have a lot of confidence in Switch 2's performance power. I do not. And PC. IO Interactive debuted a montage style trailer depicting several mission locations and story beats for 007 First Light, which you can read about in actually you can in Game Informer's monthly cover story. Apparently they're covering that one in the month of February, so you guys can
shout
check that
out,
out. I won't mind giving them a little pluggy plug. We love Game Informer around here.
yeah, shout out to them.
Um, Actually, this trailer did it for me. I'm not gonna lie. I watched this trailer and I was like, "Oh, I am gonna play this game
It
now."
looks good
Uh,
in that trailer. I'm not gonna lie. That game
yeah,
definitely looks
I
good.
was hesitant the last couple of ones, but we got this new trailer, and I was like, "Oh, everything looks really good. Cutscenes look super fleshed out." I was really just kind of expecting it to look and feel like Hitman uh with 007 in it, and it this looks like it's got way more of its own identity. I appreciate it's got like good stealth mechanics. Physics look really good. Looks like
Mhm.
there's some weight to the gunplay and the movement. Of course, you know you've got James Bond doing womanizer shit as he does, but I'm probably gonna give this an actual playthrough now. This montage style trailer very much excited me in the same ways that I was excited for some of the earlier Daniel Craig Bond films.
Yeah, man. I think this looks really cool. I'm glad that they showed more gameplay because I was afraid that it might just be like Hitman reskin. Not to say the Hitman games were
Hmm.
bad, but I think it's just a
We
different
needed more. We
style of
needed more.
game that I don't think would fit with like how this game should. Which it looks great. It looks absolutely looks like a blast to play. So hopefully it's good when it comes out. Speaking of, speaking of, man, there's something else that looks good. Um, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 revealed. This is coming August 27th for current gen Switch 1 and 2 and PC. Konami is bringing the remaining titles in its legendary Metal Gear Solid series, Guns of the Patriots and Peace Walker, to modern consoles and PC. Until now, MGS4 was only accessible on its original platform, the PS3. Additionally, an update to the MGS Master Collection Volume 1 is coming later that day when the State of Play was happening, including a new high resolution graphics options, which I'm surprised wasn't on there to begin with. Um, but yeah, man, this shit was pretty hype, man. This shit was pretty freaking hype. Um, the MGS4 no longer locked to the PS3 is a godsend. Um,
Yeah, especially for fans of the franchise, like not having to. Yeah, that's huge.
exactly. And Peace Walker, we thought knew that we'd never get like people were murmuring about maybe remastering Metal Gear Solid 4 for a long time, but for Peace Walker, that's crazy. That is a PSP title. That is a PSP
Oh,
title.
really?
Yes, yes. Peace Walker is a follow up to Metal Gear Solid 3. Um, so like in line with like how that went out, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, we got Peace Walker on the PSP, and then Metal Gear Solid 4 to round out the PS3 era. Um, yeah, so and that PSP game is heralded as one of the best PSP games, and one of the best games like for the Metal Gear franchise. Period. Um,
Oh,
so
damn.
yeah, like it's really good story. It expands on the character that you get to know as Big Boss, because Metal Gear Solid 3 establishes like how he became Big Boss, um like his origin story, and then Peace Walker kind of like cemented that legacy as to why and how. Um yeah, it's definitely like one of those games that like people talk about a lot. If you played it, like you loved it, like type of thing. And if you're a real Metal Gear Solid fan, like that I think was way more of a big announcement than Metal Gear Solid 4. Now you don't have to like emulate PSP to like play this game.
That's definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they both unlocked those two games from
Good
existence.
shit.
Yeah,
Good day to
really
be
good.
a Metal Gear fan, actually.
I had a lot of guys screaming when that announcement happened. I bet Devin's like really excited.
Oh, I bet. I bet. I'm pretty sure he's playing Delta right now.
Yeah, he's been playing through Delta, um, which I might pick up actually. Considering I think it's on sale
Yeah,
on Steam right now.
Konami was kind of hot on this
Yeah, this was like the
this.
Konami portion of the state of play, and they came out swinging.
Yeah,
So
after the unprecedented Metal Gear announcement, we also got Darwin's Paradox released a demo that's currently available as of the 13th of February,
mhm,
with a release date of April 2nd, which it did not have prior to that announcement, which is going to be released on PlayStation 5, Series XS, Switch 2, and PC. Konami's upcoming puzzle platformer, Darwin's Paradox, follows the misadventures of a young octopus after a mysterious force thrusts him out of the ocean and onto the streets. The game looks charming, and it's getting a demo tomorrow, aka the 13th. This has been sitting on my PlayStation wish list since its announcement. I love these sorts of games. Uh, I really hope it just plans out and plays well. But I'm glad that we finally have a release date on it.
yeah. Yeah, I'm glad too. It looks it's something interesting. I love that the new like the that section for like Snake like Metal Gear Solid section. I think that was
Oh yeah, they how they
really cool.
transitioned it
Yeah.
from one game to another.
Mhm. Mhm. Uh
Dude, and this next announcement's actually kind of a bummer given the fact that uh an OG Castlevania dev has recently passed.
damn. Man. It sucks, but rest in peace, man. But it's it it was a great announcement. Castlevania Belmont's Cursed announced for this year, 2026, as well as it's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC. No Switch 2. Sorry, Switch 2 works. Konami has
Which is
tapped
actually kind of crazy.
acclaimed indie developers Motion Twin and Evil Empire to create a new 2.5D Castlevania title set 23 years after Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. So, uh, man, what a time skip in terms of the Castlevania like lore.
Yeah.
The project is scheduled to be released later this year. This looked really cool. Uh, to quote the trailer, it is the you are playing as since they mentioned the time skip in the article. You're playing as the last Belmont. Uh,
Yeah. End of the line. The end of the
yeah.
family legacy, if you
Hmm.
will. But yeah, this announcement ended up being a little bittersweet, as on February 16th, just yesterday, Shotaro Ida passed away at 52, unfortunately, due to pancreatic cancer. He created the Bloodstain franchise, which was a Castlevania style game that spun off that he made on his own after he left Konami. And he was one of the he was literally known as Mr. Castlevania. He was one of the programmers for Castlevania Aria of Sorrows. He worked on Metal Gear Solid 5. He was Ground Zero and Phantom Pain. Like the
Hmm.
dude was a legendary talent. So uh, he will be missed, but we will do our best to enjoy the franchises that he has helped create.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this might be my foray into, uh, you know, um, this Castlevania, these
Dude,
Castlevania games.
Metroidvanias are a beautiful thing, man. They are not a genre for everyone, but if you can find one that finally makes you love them, you'll love them.
Because it looked very interesting. Like would like to play this. You know.
The art style for this one looks like it's very modern in like the best way possible. I like that it's stylized. I like that they are like they're paying homage to like the the highly vibrant pixel art style that Castlevania used to have,
Hmm.
while making it kind of like that 2.5D modern. I don't know. This is going to be Belmont's Curse is going to be super sick. Um, we'll be playing this for sure, 100%, and maybe I'll do a review on it and can convince you to do the same.
Oh yeah.
Um, but possibly DJ's favorite announcement from the state of play yesterday, as Konami just continues to fucking slay. Um, I think for you, DJ, was between this and another announcement that came later on, right? But
Hmm.
we have Silent Hill Townfall gets first full-length trailer. This is releasing in 2026 for PlayStation 5 and PC. And Konami has revealed the first look at gameplay for Silent Hill Townfall, a new game from Annapurna Interactive and Screenburn that's coming later this year. The trailer showcases the protagonist Simon walking up, waking up in Saint Amelia, an oceanside town dotted with scattered, weather-worn protest signs. Not much is known about Simon, of course, but he appears to be wearing a hospital band and an IV still in his arm.
Mm.
Uh, and um, this was a massive announcement for Konami, for Silent Hill, uh, for fans of the franchise everywhere, because we got our first black protagonist in the Silent Hill franchise, and that's fucking huge.
Yeah. Huge, huge. And people were doubting, you know what I'm saying? The amount of tweets that came out from this, the memes, it was really funny. It was like, if they actually put a black guy in one of these horror games, the horror games will be short as hell. We would just leave. Um,
Get out of here, dude. Get out
but
of here with your
but
fucking
apparently they were
1980s
saying
horror
in
mentality.
the trailer or something like that, it's like the main character, he's tried to swim away, but he somehow just keeps going back. Like it transports him back, so he cannot leave. So he has to force to face the evils or horrors that are in this town in Saint Amelia. So um yeah, man, shout out, man. Uh
Uh, I might actually play this one. I'm not usually like Silent Hill doesn't really do it for me,
mhm.
but I think between the new interesting protagonist and this having a first person perspective for the first time ever could get me. Could get me.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, I might I'm finally might give it a try too. I think it looks really sick. Uh I like the premise. Classic Silent Hill, Foggy Town, but I want to see how our main character navigates through all of it. Um,
100%. Yeah. No hard release date, just 2026 on this one, but it should be pretty sick, honestly.
Hell yeah. Konami, foot on the gas, announces Rev Noir, uh, date to be announced. It seems to be only for PlayStation 5 at the moment. We don't know what's coming. It's a little teaser trailer. So, in development for PlayStation 5, Konami's upcoming action RPG aims to cultivate the quote heartfelt moments that define JRPGs, according to a spokesperson. So, it's probably going to make you cry. Um,
Yeah, dude, this looks like it is did you have you ever played oh, oh shit. Have you played Xenoblade? You're
no,
delved
I've
into
seen
the
it, but
Xenoblade
I've seen it,
franchise?
but I'm assuming it's like it's going to be like that, but I guess a little
Yeah,
more
this is
heavy.
giving like Xenoblade Tales of like sort of vibe where it's like an action JRPG with like a very tragically profound story
Just
where
looking at the
everything
thumbnail for
about
this
it
trailer is
yeah,
like really
you're
sick.
just like oh you're just like a world shrouded by lightfall. You're like great, we're gonna
Yeah, this is
we're
like
gonna weep
pain
already
and
like
and tragedy.
and then it goes off and shows you and then it shows you a beautiful field of glowing yellow flowers and I'm like cool, so who dies in this glowing field of flowers that I'm gonna care about 20 hours into this campaign? I don't know, but probably gonna give it a try. Konami is clearly coming in hot right now, and this looks like it could be a good JRPG. I fuck with JRPGs when it's action combat.
Mm, yeah, me too. Me too. I'm not shy to the turn base, but I know Garrick, you are. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm real selective. Like I don't necessarily hate turn-based games, but like they are not my preferred format
Hmm.
of game, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I get that.
Uh Probably my personal favorite announcement in State of Play, just because this shit came n- complete left field announcement out of nowhere. Uh an untitled John Wick game was announced. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
no release date, TBA, releasing for PlayStation 5 Series XS and PC. Holy fuck. Uh, the description literally just says, I hope they just call it John Wick the game. Uh, look, I know this was just like a concept trailer. Okay, I'm in.
This is
This fuck
actually
they
supposed to be a prequel.
it looked yes, dude. If they have adapted to video games the impossible task that he was given to get out of the system,
Yeah.
this will be so gas.
It'd
This will
be
be
sick
so
because
fire.
he looks very
Uh
young. They have Keanu Reeves' face, but he's very young in this.
yes. I heard he's coming back to voice the John Wick for the game too.
Mhm.
Like it's actually got Daddy Keanu in it.
Yeah, this is
I'm pretty
genuinely
stoked.
no one else can be John Wick, and I think that's like the worst part of the franchise is that if Keanu Reeves just gets like too old, it's just we're never getting another
It's
John
over.
Wick like until like 20 years from now. So we get like a Keanu Reeves lookalike that can like maybe act a little bit better.
Dude, and honestly, the fact that this is coming from Saber Interactive
Yeah,
is
I was like,
great
whoa, what the
because
hell?
Saber is on a roll. Honestly, do you want to know why I think they're able to do this shit?
Hmm.
Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2
Hmm.
is literally Saber Interactive's most successful game ever. Dude, they've been doing the Mud Runner franchise for like a fucking decade. And we
Yeah.
weren't getting cool shit like this. We weren't getting announcements like this. We weren't getting fucking Fate of the Old Republic announcements. That's Saber Interactive, right? We got Knights of the Old Republic remake. That's Saber Interactive. All of these games, dude. All these games coming out, crazy hot announcements. Saber's fucking on
Dude,
it right now.
if you're working at Saber, you're being worked to death, but you're getting paid. Hopefully,
Yeah,
you're getting paid.
you're on some fucking crazy projects right now
Hmm.
because like they have some interesting like they've had some crazy stuff coming out. Like Toxic Commando. That's Saber Interactive too.
Hmm. Yeah, man, Saber's just on one. They're just on one.
Yeah, man. Jurassic Park Survival coming out. New Turok Origins coming out. Hellraiser's Revival coming out. Road Kings. Dude, all of this stuff is Saber Interactive.
That's crazy. Saber just going nuts, going nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but uh,
Just a few
speak
announcements left.
yeah, few more. We got Marathon gets a new trailer. This game is coming in hot March 5th, and playtest for yeah, Bungie returns to show off Marathon's creepy side in a new horror-ish trailer. A server slam kicks off February 26th until like March 3rd or something. The game goes down and then it
Yeah,
releases.
literally like and then it goes down for 2 days and just goes live.
This looks better. The vibe of this like trailer makes the game look better.
I think they seriously had to kind of go back and revisit the atmosphere of this game after the playtest and the success of Arc Raiders because Arc Raiders is a much brighter game.
Mm-hmm.
And it does feature a lot of tension in a very different way. I like that this game is taking a much darker aesthetic, a lot like it's definitely playing on an edgier feel than what Arc Raiders is trying to cultivate in its extraction and community experience. Um, and
The
I think I might try it. I think I might try it.
I'll
I
try
know
to,
I've talked
but
massive fucking shit on
we
Bungie.
both did.
And I have and I'll continue, but I have done some personal research, and I am seeing that we've got a new CEO in place that was in charge of the Taken King and Rise of Iron expansions for Destiny. Um, I know that the creative director for this particular project was also in charge of the final shape, which was well received before Bungie immediately shat the bed following its release. Um, this being a $40 title, I'm hoping I don't end up just immediately regretting all of this. uh, and after my purchase, but I do think I am willing to try this game after learning some new things.
Yeah. No, no, for sure. Cause I just think because, we were talking shit because it was valid because they did steal like a shit ton of artwork. That whole
Yeah,
debacle.
I'm
And
glad
Bungie's
that they've
not been
rectified
like
that.
yeah,
If
Bungie
the
hasn't been
artist in question is happy, I can't complain.
yeah. So, you know, uh that's how that is. But at the same time, um I don't think this game the only thing that will keep people playing this game is the world itself and like
Yeah,
how everything's
man. If this
because
game dies,
if
it's
I
at least it'll go
looked
down aura farming.
if I learned anything about the success of Arc Raiders, if you throw any more challenge than what Arc Raiders already gives to people in terms of this the extraction shooter genre, no one wants to play it. No one will want to play it after a
And
week.
and with that note, it does look like Marathon is trying to capture a more aggressive, more intense hardcore player
That's what I'm
base,
saying.
right? But it doesn't look like it's wanting to go so far as going into Tarkov levels of like hardcore, but it does look like it is trying to peel away the more
But
hardcore players
that's what I'm
from
saying.
Arc to bring it there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there should or I don't think a bridge between like I don't think a middle ground
No, you don't
between Arc
super
Raiders
need it.
and Tarkov will be successful because
Yeah,
you
I
have
think
to lean
it
into
could
either
happen, but
being
we'll
like
we'll see.
you have to lean in. I firmly believe if you're gonna do an extraction shooter, you have to either lean into how hardcore it's going to be and how punishing it is, or you take the Arc Raiders route and make everything streamlined, like just have it slightly challenging, and then appeal to like the PVE and the what
Right.
I'm saying, like it's because like you and
So
I
you think
have extensive
the
discussion about like the player base for Arc Raiders. They do not
yeah,
want any
and they're
challenge
fucking
whatsoever.
no, dude, they're fucking
Soft
piss
as baby
babies. Like
shit,
a lot
dude.
of them, they're like it's awful. Like and like that's even coming as a person who like didn't have access to play or like have interest in Tarkov. The community for Arc Raiders is actually soft as fuck. It's
Soft as baby shit,
crazy.
man. I've talked to like
And
coworkers.
I
It's like
think
crazy.
Marathon. I think the community for Marathon is going to have to be cultivated hard and fast, and it's going to have to be established quick,
It
or
has to
we see
capture
like,
some of the Destiny fuckers because I know there's overlap
dude,
between
that yes, that's
Tarkov
what
and
I'm saying.
Destiny players. There's
Exactly, I'm
overlap.
glad you mentioned that because I really do think what's actually going to keep Marathon alive is just the zealousness of Bungie fans.
Yeah,
Because
literally.
like like you and I like we're talking about trying the game, right? But I'm not like I've given up on being a Bungie fan a long time ago.
Yeah,
I've burned one too many times.
yeah.
Uh,
Same here.
I as a content creator and a lover of games, I want to try this, especially because Arc Raiders showed me that I don't hate extraction as a genre. I just need to find extraction experiences that are ideal for me as a player. And I don't necessarily hate the idea of a more intense PvP focus
Yeah,
experience that Marathon's offering. But yeah, I think if this doesn't immediately establish a core player base in like the first 3 months of its life, it's
it'd be
doomed to
dead.
fail.
It might be dead. Yeah. Might have like cult classic energy, maybe like niche player base, but that's not what you'd want as Bungie with like hundreds of millions of dollars behind you.
Yeah, like
Um,
they need this to be
like
a W
for
game.
Bar Studios, Arc Raider is huge success. Even if like the player base is tapered off by now, like I think that's huge success for them. But you know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like,
yeah, it's that player base is established and they're staying around, and like it's still
solid.
it's the most popular mainline accessible extraction shooter in the available
Yeah.
to date, right?
As much as I would shit on the player base for being soft as baby shit, but it's still a fun game at the end of the day. Hopefully
Oh yeah,
Marathon is
I
fun.
love playing it. But like, I just, dude, like, dude, like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm sorry, I'm not a rat if I spawned in with 18 fucking minutes left on the clock, and you've looted the whole map. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like,
It's like, oh, I don't like being shot at. I'm like, don't play the fucking game. I don't know. I like, wait, like, I just like
solo
talking
queue.
to. You can do that, but you just might get shot at. You just might get
Yeah,
shot at.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
what? Like go
But we, but
play.
we, but we digress. We
We
digress.
digress.
We
We
have
got
strong
next
feelings
up.
on
Next up.
extraction
We
shooters
got
over
next
here.
up, bro.
Smaller announcement. New PlayStation Plus editions are coming your way, folks. Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be joining the collection program for the PlayStation Plus catalog on February 17th, the time of this recording. While the Classics catalog is expanding soon with Tekken Dark Resurrection and Time Crisis becoming available. Also, super small announcement there. We are coming in onto the home stretch, though. DJ, what's the next one?
Um. Also, just to say, Tekken Dark Resurrection. That is the PSP
Oh,
version, not the PS2 version. Um. So I
oh,
don't know if there's
getting ported
online.
to
Yeah.
a PlayStation 5 catalog. Interesting.
Yeah, I wish it was the PS3 version, technically. PS3, PS2. Or Dark Resurrection was PS3, but I wish it was PS3 because then we'd have like online net play, maybe? Question mark, question mark. But PSP didn't have that, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Interesting. Interesting.
Um, Big Walk gets another trailer. We've seen this game a couple times. The next
Yes.
game from the studio behind Untitled Goose Game is coming to PlayStation 5 and continues to look great. I can't wait to play this. Or Alex says, I can't wait to play this cooperative comedic hiking adventure. It's like friend slop, AAA friend slop, if that makes sense. This is
Yeah, it's
double A
literally
to AAA friend slop. That's what this is.
yeah, dude. Because Untitled Goose Game was pretty successful. I'll probably play this. Like I said, like it literally it's kind of giving peak vibes a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
I think this will be just one of those fun like games with friends type deal. I enjoy these kinds of experiences.
Yeah, man. It looks really cool. The visuals look amazing. I think you get some big views. Um there's proximity chat. That's really sick, of course, for friend slop games. And when we say friend slop, we don't really mean it in like the like malicious or like mean
No,
way.
that's just what people call it, and like like unfortunately that this is the nature of language. Like this
Yeah,
is what people
we're just
call
gonna
these
lean
games
into it.
now.
Um,
I don't see friend slop as a negative thing, mostly because
yeah,
I've got friends. Sorry,
yeah.
like if you think these sorts of games are poor experiences or negative reflections on like gaming communities, you would have fucking hated gaming in the 80s and 90s because this shit was it.
Mm.
Like it was literally you, your homies, and fucking four Nintendo 60 four controllers playing some stupid bullshit. Except for the big walk, we had Super Bomberman. Like you know
Yeah.
what I'm
Um,
saying? Like these fucking games have always existed.
Housemark reveals another Sorrows trailer. Game is coming April 30th, exclusively to PlayStation 5. The trailer highlights the survivors of Echelon 4 alongside permanent progression systems and challenge modifiers. This look like bullet hell, roguelite,
Oh yeah, yep.
like
Which is
all
exactly what
together.
Returnal was. It was
Yeah.
literally it was just it was like Souls like roguelike
Like
bullet helly.
what's it?
It was just dude.
Remnant or not Remnant. What was it? Was that third person shooter? It's Remnant, right?
Yeah, Remnant, yeah. Remnant was more Souls-like. This is definitely more bullet
Mhm.
hell. But yeah, you can definitely I would say they're not completely uncomparable. I need to get around to actually completing Returnal. It's just I'm very bad at bullet hell games, man. It's just information overload. There's a co-op version of the game now that I'm hoping it might make the game a little easier if I can play through it with somebody. But uh, I did love my time with Returnal, even though I haven't beaten it yet. So Saros will probably be very good.
Mhm. I mean, it definitely looks sick. Can't wait. Can't wait to see this game like in full.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And that, but say coming sooner rather than later too. I know it's an early 2026 release with April 30th. We do have some other cool announcements though. We've got Unbreakable X-Men coming to Marvel Telecon Fighting Souls. Uh, in case you missed it, that has a release date of August 6th, excuse me. And that is coming out on PlayStation and PC. X-Men members Storm, Wolverine, Magic, and Danger prepare to join the fight. The upcoming Marvel fighting game is set to launch in early August. Are you gonna play this? I know you're not like the biggest 2D fighter guy.
I'll try it. From what I hear, of people trying it, they seem to enjoy it. But for a 4v4 fighter or a 4 character fighter, there will only be 20 characters at launch.
A
Um,
lot.
it's not even divisible by no. It was like how many characters? It wasn't 20 because it's not even divisible by 4 or whatever. Um, what was it? How many characters? Dokkan
Uh,
Fighting Soul.
looks
It's
like
yeah, 20 playable
yeah,
characters
20 playable,
for
which is like
4v4
which is
tag
yeah,
team.
that's not a lot. That's not a lot for a tag team fighter.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe just divisible by 8 or something, dude. Like have 24. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's
It'll be something. We'll see. We'll see.
be something.
I'm glad that we're getting more fighting games, but I just wish that like the developers in charge of them were putting a little bit more thought into like longevity and roster
Mhm.
choices because that's what fucking kills these games.
Yeah.
Is like we fucking we need people to fight against, man. Like like a 4v4 tag team fighter. Like if I'm playing online, I will have played against every fucking character, or I'm going to be bashing my head against the same 4 characters as a meta forms over and over and over again. And you're just gonna either have fought everybody all the time already, or you're going to just be like fighting the same sort of team comp rotations over and over again.
Mhm. Yeah. I or wish there was just more like just to have more so we can have like permutation. You know what I mean? So like different permutations of different team compositions, but
Yeah, they'll definitely have to continue to increase that roster if they want the game to be successful long run.
mhm, absolutely.
Last 2 announcements.
Yes, sir. Last 2 we got a big one. And I'm glad they saved this for the end. It is a God of War trilogy, the original trilogy remake. Not remastered, not ported. It is a remake of the original
It's gonna be
trilogy,
huge.
starring T.C. Carson
He's
voicing.
back.
He's back voicing voicing Kratos. Um, Hell yeah, it's a hell yeah. Santa Monica Studio announced a remake of the original God of War trilogy, which is now in early development. So we won't hear about this for a while. Um, but it's definitely going to be a PS5 exclusive if we are on PS5. It might be on PS6 by the time this comes out. But it is definitely really really sick to hear that this trilogy is getting remastered.
Uh, dude, this trailer and announcement made me like just really really happy. Uh, like I just like TC Carson is that fucking black excellence that we need in the
Mhm.
gaming industry.
Absolutely.
Like the fuck, dude. The dude has like first off when he showed up, I was just like, God damn, he's always got so much fucking swagger and personality. But like him and Christopher Judge are both the perfect Kratos in their own right. For where those characters are in their respective performances, they're both fantastic, and I love that they love and respect each other. Because like to me, they are both legitimately Kratos. And dude, this fucking remake is gonna slam so hard. The fact that it's gonna be like an all encompassing one purchase package too is going to be nuts. I hope that they find a way to make it like a seamless game.
Mhm.
This,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this. I'm going to fucking play this. I've toted up and down like many times that God of War 2018 is my favorite game of all time. This is gonna be a no brainer. Um, and for our final announcement, again, Santa Monica Studios, we had God of War, Sons of Sparta, available now. It was released at the end of the State of Play on PlayStation 5. Santa Monica Studios has teamed up with Megacast Studios to shadow drop God of War prequel featuring young Kratos and his brother Demios. Notably, the new 2D action game features a distinct pixel art style. And this is done in a Metroidvania gameplay style. Got a Metroidvania style map. You're fighting big bosses and enemies as you're traversing map segments. I've already purchased this game and I'm working my way through it. I insta bought it that like after that State of Play, dude.
Mhm.
I love God of War, love Metroidvania, love getting to see Kratos in this prequel capacity. It's a good game, folks, because the original
Yeah.
creator of God of War hates it.
Yeah.
Uh, he hates it. He thinks that Sons of Sparta is a stupid, ridiculous idea, and that means that it's a great game, folks, because that character has completely and utterly outgrown its creator, in every way. Um, and I think that if you're a God of War fan, Sons of Sparta should absolutely be on your playlist.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it looked really cool. They said TC Carson himself said it's a passion project. So, um yeah, man. I wonder if I was wondering, have you played it yet, or if you just have it?
Sons of Sparta, yes, I have played it. I have not beaten it, but I have started it.
Yeah, I was wondering like when they showed off this trailer, I was like, wonder if like um because in the new games, Atreus is named after one of Kratos's like Spartans. He
Yes, a Spartan that saves his life.
Yeah, so I was wondering maybe this might tie into that, because we don't really get to.
I'm
I don't think we saw
hoping
the
that
original
I get to
trilogy.
experience that moment. I was trying to think on it really hard, and in the original God of War trilogy, I do not believe we ever meet that
Yeah.
character. So I'm kind of hoping uh, that we do get to see like that moment to see Atreus's namesake. I think that would be really satisfying for players.
hmm Or at least just a mention of him, or another mention of him, maybe like a flashback,
Yeah.
um, or something. So
But dude, like it's got the gore, it's got the graphics, it's got everything you would expect from like it the combat's super kinetic. It has everything you would expect from a good Metroidvania style game, a good God of War game. Uh and it's not like overly long. You're probably looking at like a 12 hours, which is
oh
perfect if
wow,
you ask me for
that's
like
a
a
lot. Yeah,
$30 game.
yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good, and I believe that wraps up everything
Yeah,
in the
man,
state of
that's
play.
it. That's the final announcement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, Man, what was your before we head out? What was your favorite announcement in this?
I really wanna say it was a combination of Control Resonant, getting to see more gameplay from that, was just fucking incredibly
hmm
fantastic. Um, and the teaser announcement for the John Wick game. I think those were my two biggest, with like an honorable mention being Project Windless, because that just really surprised me.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think the John Wick, and I'm really excited to see more Dead or Alive. I think I might get back into that, or not get back in, but like finally dip my toes into that series.
Okay, all right.
Um, some of my friends are, so I'm hella excited for that.
Yeah, honestly, I felt like this was a very good all state of play.
hmm
I really don't have a lot of negative thoughts on it. I thought there was a lot of different kinds of games shown off for lots of different kinds of gamers. And many of these titles are coming to platforms other than just PlayStation. I think there were very few PlayStation exclusives announced.
Yeah.
Um, but there were a couple, and the ones that are exclusive, I still believe are going to be worth picking up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, we hope that you consider picking us up because this has been Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your source for the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you like what you heard, you can head on over to our patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can get exclusive content, discounts on merchandise, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. You can help us level up our game by joining the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below, then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching for Death Ratio and leaving a review there. We have to get going, but until next time, uh,
Play more video games.
John Wick the video game.
John Wick, the video game.